the National Football League on EA Sports. And we'll see the 2021 Cup.
Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Now Tua Tagovailoa gets set to lead this Dolphins offense for the first time.
For the second consecutive season, Tua is a starter and Miami is a team. Both had winning records, but missed the playoffs. His numbers, they weren't terrific. Only 2,600 yards and 16 touchdowns against 10 interceptions. But he also overcame fractured ribs early in the season to return and play well down the stretch. And don't forget, when he did come back, he led Miami to 6 straight wins, which kept them in the playoff race. Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly is the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Cincinnati's offense takes the field and leading the way for the reigning AFC champs is last season's comeback player of the year, a man who needs no introduction, Joe Burrow.
I guess we have to nickname him the thrower, aren't we, or something like that.
After last week.
I mean, man, you're talking about over 400 yards throwing the ball. The running backs and everyone else may be looking at him like, hey, don't forget us. And he'd probably just tell him, listen, you want to get involved?
Go out.
Go out and catch some passes. I'll make sure you touch it.
So nothing doing there, and it's second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
I'm one, right?
Burrow on play action. He will find his man Chase complete. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. So first and goal from the 9-yard line. And Burrow going to throw again. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
Defense.
And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
First and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
Mixon. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. Now whistles and a flag. And I believe a Bengal got going a little early there. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Here we go.
Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on second and goal. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down.
Here we go.
A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. It was Melvin Ingram that time who shot in to bring him down. McPherson's kick is good. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for it.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. So Miami coming out for their second drive. And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they rode him to a victory. Those are things you have to look out for in games like this.
Back to the ground on 1st down, Edmonds. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
Check right. Slow check.
On 2nd down, this is Edmonds. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. The 2nd down play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Going to the air, Tagovailoa completes it to the tight end Smythe. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins are going to tie the score at 3. So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good 3-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
Field goals, all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. Taken in at the 3. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. The Bengals hit 3-0 here in the month of September. Well, they've got to be pleased with the start of this season, obviously.
Yeah, and you're talking about 3 good quality wins. It's got people in the locker room excited, not overly so, but that quiet confidence is starting to build. They're starting to believe that this could be their year if they stay on track.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop you, keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
3-3, a tight one after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Burrow on first down. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
They go play action with Burrow. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 24.
Let's go.
He'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
Not a lot of running room there. Not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Second down. Here's Mostert again. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. Looking to pass. Tua. That's complete. Once again, it's Gesicki. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. From the 40 now on second down. Tua. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop, but when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
Gets it to Hill. It's a jet sweep. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
But defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. This one incomplete. Probably should have been picked. A little nonchalant with the throw to the safety valve, but it's 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, it's still in the first half here. A long way to go.
An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there. Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And they go play action now. Burrow. That's the tight end Hurst with it.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth.
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Burrow on 3rd down. And he's got Hurst, his tight end. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches. Now it's Burrow. Throwing the out route, finding Boyd for the completion. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Here's Burrow. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Buried behind the line by Christian Wilkins. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage?
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And the Dolphins are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together. After the turnover, it's Tua. And his throw is incomplete.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new-school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Tua going to throw. Got a man, it's Waddle, complete. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Tua to throw again. On the screen, this is Edmonds. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and a yard. Tua sets up to pass it. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Von Bell. And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Here we go.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. Got a man open. It's Chase. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. McPherson's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half.
So if you like field goals, this is your game. 6-3, 3 field goals at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, Charles, thanks very much. Well,
all right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. So here are the Bengals set to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak and right now looking good in this one as well. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll hand it off here. This is Mixon. They find some open field here. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Now, they may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. They've got the lead early here in the 3rd quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the 1st half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the 2nd half.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. Room here to run. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 57 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
That's a love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Burrow's throwing into the hands of Boyd. And they'll be stopped at the 28 on a play that started at the 14. They pick up 14.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there. Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Here we go. A full start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Following the penalty, it's Williams. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. Working with 2nd and 5 now. Burrow will throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Now it's Burrow. Complete to his tight end Sample. And he is going to have the Bengals 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Not a big run, not an explosive run, but they've held the ball for plenty of plays on this drive. They're just trying to impose their will on the defense right now.
And this is going to be caught? No, they say it's incomplete.
That was a difficult catch, and I admire the fact that he actually caught the football, worked so hard to get his feet down inbounds, tried to do the toe tap. My dad's an accomplished tap dancer. I'm not sure he would have gotten his feet in on that one.
That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Evan McPherson now for the PAT.
And it's up and good to make the score 13-3. A 10-play drive that time.
And it was Jamar Chase who finished it off with a touchdown reception. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll try and run here with Mostert, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on fourth.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit with play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out.
Back to Mixon on second down.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 71 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
The question for Mixon was after an injury-riddled 2020. Will he be back to his old self in 2021? And not only was he back, he was even better. He set career highs across the board, finished top 4 league-wide in yardage and touchdowns.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
2021 was another season for P-Line as the dependable backup and change of pace guy in Cincinnati. He served as a nice compliment to Joe Mixon, and the Bengals got him more involved as a pass catcher, too. His 27 catches were a new season high.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And the Dolphins rush gets home, down he goes. Give the sack to Blake Martinez.
Now, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
And a stoppage here, a timeout before this third down play takes place. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Burrow looking to pass. He completes it to Boyd. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a fourth down.
Brandon, a good idea there on third down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the fourth. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Dolphins offense returning to the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football. Yeah,
and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
They'll start on the ground with Edmonds. Oh, he shifts past him. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Hey, I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
They'll run on first down, Edmonds. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
They'll run with Edmonds again. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Tua looking to throw on 3rd and 2. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 56 yards. And the Dolphins have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. So that's a really big play here in the fourth quarter. And don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just 1 score. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Just a 4-play drive that time.
And it ends with a touchdown pass to Tyreek Hill.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Taken in at the 3. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Bengals offense returns to the field. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
It's P-Ryan to begin the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
47 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Good play to get him behind the line there by Blake Martinez. Boy, the pursuit there, terrific from the linebacking core.
Oh, it certainly was, because so many times on an option play, you'll see a linebacker make a beeline for the quarterback and then zip, one cut, and he's grasping at air. But this time, he locked in on him the whole way, took an excellent angle, and his grasp came up with the quarterback.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
On third down, Mixon, and the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to fourth down. Here's Kevin Huber now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Here's Hill on the return. That'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. The Dolphins getting set to go here. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. On first down, Tagovailoa. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Holding. Offense.
Mike Remmers, right tackle, called for the infraction.
Still first down. On the double.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Check pink. Quick. Yellow. Check white.
Edmonds running out of the shotgun. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
That's a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He completes it to Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That'll go as a pickup of 8.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did. I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. To throw on 2nd and 10. Tua. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
And again, it's Tagovailoa. He is going to find Hill here. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 41-yard line. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. That's going to... Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll run it here with Pirine. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. And they'll indeed take a knee.
I'm one, right?
The Bengals go down to a knee in the victory formation. And the Dolphins beef up the secondary here as they look to stop them on 3rd down. Burrow down to a knee, and that should be the final act of this one. And the clock will roll down to zeros. 4 weeks in, 4-0. I don't think anybody needs to alert the 72 Dolphins just yet, but great start to the season.
Great start. How about taking a knee at the end, and there's no better feeling for a team than to do that, to close out a victory. But you're right, at 4-0, they're sending a message to the rest of the league. They're going to be tough to deal with.
We all just got a heck of a short party. This was a close game for a long time. Close at half.